They really need to inflate Bitcoin to $1 million. I'm not kidding anymore. Guys, XRP must be at least 3 digits. All right, is it going to go faster and faster? Because in 3 days, the Federal Reserve will lower interest rates by a further 25 basis points. Extremely optimistic about Bitcoin. Take a look at this. Therefore, ostensibly HM. They will undoubtedly lower rates, gentlemen, but only by an additional 25 basis points at this time. Most people believe that they are, and it appears that they will, which only serves to increase the value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and everything else. Everything must literally rise, right? The formula is really obvious. This week, we have a lot of central banks making choices, don't we? Guys, it looks like this following week is crucial. Additionally, they plan to increase market liquidity. With rate cuts beginning this week, these idiots will start pumping our cryptocurrency bags to the moon. It's not interesting. If you ask me, a lot of things seem to be coming together. By the end of 2024, the cryptocurrency industry is expected to double in size to $5 trillion, according to the CEO of Ripple by garlinghouse. Basically, we have 2 weeks left. Now, what is the current cryptocurrency market capitalization? Hey guys, we're at $3.69 trillion. That's easy then, and it's quite straightforward because the reason is that Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high right here, people. It reached about 106,000. I just saw a confirmation candle or indicator on the 2-day charts, guys, and for the indicator I used, it indicates that we're likely going to pump to around 110, 115, 120, or even more, 120,000 or more, relatively soon. In my opinion, that would mean that cryptocurrency will reach at least $5 trillion by the end of this year. Even Bergoli stated that it will likely rise because he underestimated that. Well, that's it for the near future. You think we're kidding when we mention the end of 2025 or perhaps 2026? No, it is taking place. Come on. Trump confirms plans for a Bitcoin reserve, according to Forbes. A $15 trillion price increase is anticipated. You don't see it now, all right? Alternatively, where do you? Trump will elevate America to the forefront of the cryptocurrency industry, right? Of this sector, the hub of this sector. He will accomplish it by keeping a reserve of Bitcoin, correct? A strategic Bitcoin reserve which would require them to purchase Bitcoin over the counter off the open market. There will most likely be a supply deficit, in which case he or his team would have to purchase it from Coinbase. Additionally, various transactions would presumably result in a decreasing supply. They want 1 million Bitcoins, I believe. No, I've heard that. There are about 2 million Bitcoin exchanges, and that institutions will want to buy from the general public. What's happening? Is it possible that Bitcoin will reach millions of dollars before it collapses? It's literally like this, guys, like a tulip mania, continuously until the illusion breaks and everything falls apart. Now that we're talking about Forbes, I'm not saying this, guys, it's what they're saying. Bitcoin will be worth 800K in 2025. Can we see? What if the public is overly pessimistic? Yes, take a moment to consider it. I don't have a price point because of this, guys. Where these cryptocurrency assets will peak is unknown to me. Yes, but this is what I do have. A code for cheating. The year 2026 enters the picture. Yes, we are about to enter the 25th century. Are you going to act this way? Correct? I am therefore unaware of the cost. Guys, we don't know the pricing. We don't know the cost. Correct? However, I believe that the time frame is known. And if I do leave this year, I'm leaving. Where will we land by then? How much would these cryptocurrency values be? I don't know. However, folks, we could end up charging absurdly exorbitant fees. It seems to me that people are being overly pessimistic. They are proposing that Bitcoin be issued using $600 billion of ACA's gold reserves. Guys, I'm shifting that much money. What? Can $600 billion worth of gold reserves be sold for Bitcoin? Take a moment to consider that. Yes, and you believe that the 800,000 to 1 million Bitcoin price target was unachievable. But it is now, in addition to Trump purchasing Bitcoin for the American Reserve in the near future, BlackRock purchasing institutions purchasing retail, and these individuals purchasing. This is a 600-fold print of the Tether USCT, correct? Guys, picture all this liquidity pouring in. I simply cannot imagine it. I can't really, can I? This is the reason I don't think we should just be patient right now, men. According to CZ, the founder of Binance Countries, will print money to purchase Bitcoin, establishing their strategic reserves of the cryptocurrency. However, keep in mind that I believe Donald Trump stated, I'm not sure if he did that, if they had a Bitcoin reserve. It goes without saying that he will include further altcoins. Most likely, probably. Ethereum will also be included in XRP. I believe. What will happen to Ethereum then when it is added? 100,000 Ethereum? Correct. How about XRP? XRP for hundreds of dollars. At least $100? Come on, we have limitless liquidity because all they have to do is print and pour it all into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency assets. The formula is really straightforward and easy to understand, but most people are still unaware that a Japanese politician named Satoshi is suggesting the establishment of a strategic reserve in Japan. What? Come on, folks. In addition to America, other nations are also playing a role. Japan will soon become China. China will soon enter the picture as well, right? Everyone else, guys, this is hilarious. What's going on? It appears that they are genuinely interested in making history. Like from that burst of tulip frenzy indeed, in a place where nothing logically makes sense and where Bitcoin may potentially reach millions of dollars before to the collapse. We don't know the cost. I assume the year is known. I believe. Many folks will sell too soon, guys. This individual is not an idiot. Who is he standing directly in front of you? Donald Trump. Donald Pump. He's not an idiot. The call to make America the focal point of this financial system came to him literally. The New World Center, since cryptocurrencies will be crucial in that new world, that is the method to go about doing that. What other means do you suppose they'll employ? He says this literally. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency will rise like never before today, perhaps beyond your own predictions. That's all. Have you heard him just now? Even more than you anticipated. What do you currently hope to achieve? 150,000, 200,000, or 300,000 Bitcoin? End of cycle, though. He just said beyond it, if that's what you were expecting. Past. Correct. He isn't playing around, in my opinion, men. These individuals enjoy stating their opinions in public. They don't conceal anything. They just say it, correct. To others who are engaging in it. We will start building our economy as soon as we end the assault against cryptocurrency, and we will accomplish this very rapidly since Bitcoin will rise along with America when it prospers. Our economy was the best it has ever been, and it will be again shortly. The average middle-class family's annual income increased by $6,000 under the Trump presidency. As a result, they dislike saying that. America has more money to save than it had in decades. In my 4 years in government, you must now pay attention to these figures. I don't want to say it again, but these numbers are really lovely. Take a listen to these figures. Bitcoin increased 3,900% while in office. I went from $898 on my first day of work to $35,900 on my last day. I suppose that was the largest jump in almost any industry. Consider that, then contrast it with the 50% increase of Bitcoin that occurred just 3.5 years after Biden and Harris compensated for inflation. When you compare 50% to nearly 4,000%, it doesn't seem good. 50% of the time you would say, oh, that sounds pretty good, that shouldn't be included in the speech. Don't you see that these individuals aren't playing, guys? 50% isn't good when people can't afford disgusting. It seems to me that people are excessively pessimistic. I feel as though I am unfamiliar with publicly traded mining companies. Riot spends $5,000 on Bitcoin. Just now, another whale purchased $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I believe they are aware of the strategy. Because you will just become wealthy forever when you buy assets. Only the wealthy buy assets, so pay close attention to this. The typical Joe would not have that kind of thinking. Why? Because he intends to purchase objects and materialistic things. Like the XRP community,